Good day, folks. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. If you're here and if it's your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. And also want to say a quick thanks for just hit 50 subscribers. So that was pretty cool. Kind of a milestone for me, for my channel. It's a pretty small channel, right? So 50. I'm turning 45 in like, a month or two, month and a half. I thought if I get to like 45 subscribers by my birthday, I thought that'd be pretty cool, but I already surpassed that. Anyway, just bringing you along on a job today, just to finish up a job. I removed a real skanky jack pine. It was still alive, but it's definitely on its way out. So just a big, real, if you're familiar with the species, I like them. I really do. I like pines. Pines are probably my favorite species, but these jack pines, they can be quite different in how they grow. They're really sort of site. It all depends on their site. I mean, a lot of trees do, but they have a real variety of ways that they can sort of grow and branch out. So anyway, this thing was pretty much like a giant twisted up Medusa thing. So I cut that down a couple days ago and cleaned it up, and I had my guy come in and grind the stump, and so today I'm just going to finish up. The fucking losers. Going to finish up, just clean up the stump grindings there, and then do some soil and seed. So I thought I'd bring you along for that and just show you what I'm doing for soil amendment. Because I price jobs as low as I can, kind of thing, right? But still, obviously you got to make money too. So for this job, as you'll see, like I'm going to be just using soil for my house, which is basically pure clay. We're on pure clay at my place. I had some sand kicking around, so I grabbed a bit of sand, and then I had like a bag of like potting mix soil kicking around, and then I had a little bucket of peat moss and that. So I'm basically just gonna make up my own blend and get her done there. So it's just one stump to fill in, so I'll kind of fill the bottom with clay, and there's a bit of rock mixed in there, and then and a bit of sand, and then obviously the top. So anyway, I'll show you the mixture when we're on site. Okay, so we're on site here, folks. So here's where we had the tree. Stump guy came in, ground us out there last night. So here we got our soil. I got a bit of sand down there. I got my bulk material. It's mostly clay. Like I said, I got a leftover bag of potting soil. I got some peat moss. I have some lime here because it's a pretty acidic spot. It's all pine trees along here, eh? Like big old pine trees. Pine needles have been on here for years. So that, if there's any leftover stump grindings, whatever, the lime's gonna help neutralize stuff. And we got our bag of seed right here. So we'll get that stuff cleared out there, and then start filling in the hole, and then get the seed and all that done up. Okay, so we got our hole dug out. So all the immediate area where the grinding was. So I've got that all on the side because I don't have room to put it in the trailer yet. So we're good here with the hole. I can start bringing some backfill in. We'll get the base in there. Once I have a little more room in the trailer, I'll start getting this mulch here into there and get it out of the way. And then we'll just nicely top dress the top layer, you know, a good 3 inches or so with the nice blend of stuff. And then the outskirts around the hole as well. Get it all raked up as good as we can. Top dressed and seed, and we got a bit of lime in there too, so. Okay, so we got our sort of base fill in there. Still don't have a lot of room here, so I'm not going to move the grindings just yet. I'm going to make probably 1 or 2 batches of our soil blend. Drop those into there, and then by then I should have enough room to start getting the grindings out of the way. And then we get that all raked up, cleaned up, and then kind of finish everything off. But I'll show you the, this is just kind of, there's no exact formula. I mean, sure, you can find exact formulas for whatever you want, right? The perfect soil blends, this and that, right? But I've always just used a general sort of rule of thumb, right? So what is it? Sand, silt, and clay, or whatever the freaking, you want a certain amount of like organic matter. You want sand, like silty kind of clay, I think is like the sort of the premium blend of the ideal sort of fertile soil, right? You want the nutrients there. You want the oxygen, sort of, good airflow, moisture retention, all those kind of components, right? But drainage as well at the same time, right? So, sand helps for that. Helps with drainage and also for air. There's almost like a bigger particle that's kind of keep things more separate. So a lot more air and water. So I just kind of do like a third of each stuff, right? So let's say I'm going to do like per wheelbarrow is going to be, 1/3 sand, a third of, say, like the garden potting soil and peat moss, and then a third of my clay. So that'll give us a good enough blend to grow grass seed in for sure. So as I go through there too, folks, obviously I'm going to pull out any sort of bigger rocks, sticks, anything like that. So just try to make a nice, smooth, clump-free blend. Right, so this is looking nice. Like that's plenty good. Okay, so we got our clay portion here. I'm gonna throw some sand in here next. Okay, so we've got our clay, sand, got some sort of black earth, sort of potting soil there. And a bit of peat moss here. So we should have her, give her a good stir here. That is nice. That's nice stuff. There's no way that is not growing grass seed. Right. Yeah. Don't have to go crazy with the mixing here once I like dump the wheelbarrow, and I'll just kind of rake it out. That'll further sort of mix it around, right? So but we'll say, like, you look at that, I can't see here, the glare is just right in this camera, and my sunglasses are making it really dark too. So nice. It's like it just clumps together but then crumbles too. That's kind of like what you want. You don't want to like squish it and it's like balls into a rock. You want like a bit of firmness, but also, and then crumble apart when it hits. That's nice. Like, that's better than some of the junk you get at the garden centers and that, right? I always prefer to make my own blend. You know, if you're in a rush or whatever, or you don't have the means, like you don't have a property with, you know, sort of a bulking agent at your disposal. But if you have a place to sort of make your own soils, I recommend it for sure. You know, you don't need a lot of space, but if you can just build sort of 3 piles, right? You got your clay, sort of silt bulking agent. Then you have like a sort of organic waste compost pile, and then a pile of sand, and just blend those together. And nice. It's nice stuff. Sweating buckets here. Folks, the heat this year, not only the heat, as much as the humidity has just been relentless. I've never experienced this consistent and moist air like day after day in my life. I've never seen anything like it. Really, this has been a really weird year. And then even just say, like, environmentally, a very strange year. If anyone else is experiencing strange sort of environmental differences in kind of what the norm has been as far as I can remember in my life, I've never seen a year like this in a lot of different ways. And then looking and working around trees, like being outside all day, you really notice the effects, you know, in the way that certain trees respond, and in the way some trees are growing this year. Some are like producing more berries than ever, you know, seed pods, whatever. Just really strange stuff going on. Let me know where you are. I'm in kind of central Ontario, Thunder Bay area, and north central, I guess. Crazy. So I don't know. What do you experience around your place? Like, let me know. I think it's probably a global thing. I'm thinking kind of a little wacky all over the place. I know out west where I'm from, British Columbia, again, raging with, you know, firestorms, basically is what they are. Almost like a forest fire / hurricane sort of combined, when you get the wind factor into it. And it's able to, it actually happened in my hometown, Kelowna, this summer. The fire jumped over the lake because of these winds, which is pretty freaking crazy. That's pretty incredible. It's not a super wide lake, but for fire to spread over it is pretty flippin' crazy. So anyway, what a year. Well, we're getting down here, a little more to clean up, and I'm just taking a break in the shade here quick. Like just sweating buckets, cool down the core for a minute, and we'll get this finished up and get on to other stuff. Down here, squeeze to get it off. Scoop. Short. I think we got it left here. Okay, so very nice and level off there. I mean, there's a bit of hump there, but I mean, that was already there, right, from the growth of the tree. So whatever, she's nice and cleaned up, soil seeded, and this job is done. So thanks for checking the vid if you did. Hope it was helpful to you in some way. If you're looking to do something like this, even if you get a tree person in, you get something grinded out yourself. You know, it's something a homeowner can do. It took about 2 hours basically to do that, right? It is a lot of work. I'm hauling all the grindings away So, you know, homeowners can just distribute this. You can put it in gardens, whatever. They didn't want it. I hauled everything out of this job, the whole tree and then the grindings and all that. So it was the full meal deal. So anyway, it was a big job. I'm glad it's done now. Thanks for checking the vid if you did. Catch you on the next one. Till next time.